Narayana. Oh, greatest of the wonderful friends. Welcome you all. Receive my gratitudes as well as congratulations. Great Shastras, Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana and Nirguna Manasa Puja. Today we will start it. Then the Sankshipta Skanda Puranam, Ayodhya Kandam, Ayodhya Mahatmyam, then our Chandogya Upanishad with Bhashya Parayanam, Prathama Adhyaya, Prathama Kanda. This is all we are doing to have the knowledge clearly about the need of equipping our Vyaktitva with such qualities that we are qualified outside to perform well as an asset to the world, and we are qualified inside to realize our essential self. The Vyaktitvas are Lokasevaka, Dharmasthavaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Prashanta, Gambhira, Samskrita, Bhasha, Jnata, Vyakarana Sahita, Gurupasaka, Dayopasaka, Shastra, Mananakarta, Chintanakarta, Nididhyasanakarta, and Anubhavi. Param Brahma is there to help us. Shruti Mata is there to help us. Jagan Mata is there to help us. Parameshwara is there to help us. Devata Ganas are there. So to the Guru Tattva, Guru Parampara, Swaguru, Swa Acharyas. Follow the Parampara. It will be very beautiful. Go out of Parampara, then there is chance for taking unnecessary freedom. Then even though you do good work, your followers will do the destruction of Sanatana Dharma, as you see in the world, who have learned from the Guru Parampara and gone out of the Parampara, started their own individual things. They became more liability to the eternal Sanatana Dharma than the people who are really opponent to or against to Sanatana Dharma. Catch this very sublime thing. Just follow the parampara. It will be very, very safe. Right? Yoga Vasishtha Maharamayana. Tritiya Utpatthi Prakaranam. Fourth Sarga Utpatthi Prakaranartha Kalpanam. What a beautiful topic. And yesterday we saw Rama expressing his impossibility as if of accepting what Vasishtha says about the Jagada Satyatva Mityatva. Today, Sri Vasishtha as an answer, just starts initiating the teachings. So, in today's Sarga conclusion, everything is in the Kalpana of the Mana. Having concluded with that, in the next fifth Sarga, Sri Vasishtha tells about, like in all Upanishads, we study that before the creation happened, only Sadeva Saumya Idam Agre Asid. Only the Sat Paramatma is there. Nanyat Kinchana Mishatu. Atma va idam agra asit. But what is that Atman? Upanishads tell later on. He is of this nature, that nature. Here, Vasishtha says, before the Pralaya, only one Purna Purusha was there. And all those words that are employed to describe that Purusha, Swarupa Rupena is in essential form, Tatarstha Rupena in relation with the imagined world. All of that in this one small sarga of around maybe 20-30 shlokas, he tells us. A very beautiful, again and again to be studied sarga because it describes about that Paramatma Tattva, who was, who is, who shall be always, on whom the Maya at total level, Manaha at individual level have done their own respective kalpanas and have given reality to them and made the reality as if absent. That Paramatma Tattva is so beautifully explained. Small chapter, but all inclusive, can be studied slowly, steadily. Today, let's focus on concluding this fourth sarga. If time permits, we chant the fifth sarga and then we'll see the meaning. Right, friends? Start with our prarthanas, sankalpa as every day for 2-3 minutes. Om, Om, Om. ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ॐ यैरिमे गुरवे पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्व सच्चास्त्राः वेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ॐ निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने ॐ तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नता स्मः पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्धिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरपि कलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यास वामदेव नारदादि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषद योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणे इतिहास संतवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायिनां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरु शिष्य भक्त भगवत परंपरादीनां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् सनातन धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्य क्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालय भूभागादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवा तपस्या प्रार्थनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणात् आरभ्य वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृतेः संप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्ष धर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सर्वेषां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद् देवता गुरुशास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा माता पितृ देश धर्म सनातन धर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायण अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं तदनन्तरं श्री आद्यशंकर ग्रंथ अध्ययन साधना स्रवंति अंतर्गत विंशतितम ग्रंथस्य निर्गुण मानस पूजा ग्रंथस्य पारायण अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं तदनन्तरं संक्षिप्त स्कंद पुराण पारायणं तदनन्तरं छान्दोग्योपनिषदः आद्यशङ्करभाष्यसमेत पारायणमयं सर्वे समस्तदेवतानां गुरूणां कृपया विवेकवैराग्यभक्तिज्ञान योगादीनां द्वारा मोक्षप्राप्त्यर्थं भारतवर्षार्थं विश्वकल्याणार्थं सनातनधर्मार्थं च करिष्यामहे। ओम श्रीरामचन्द्रपरब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीयोगवासिष्ठमहारामायणशास्त्रं मङ्गलाचरणश्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ओम श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। अथ तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणम् उत्पत्ति प्रकरणार्थ कल्पनं नाम चतुर्थः सर्गः। श्रीराम उवाच, unable to take outrightly what is said by Sri Vaashishtha ji about the solidly seen world, continuously experienced world to be mithya. Sri Rama, giving 7 or 6 examples, says that like these examples is what you say, O Guru. Yet I cannot disbelieve, distrust you. You cannot be wrong. So how I have to reconcile myself and understand and accept that what you are saying is correct. Please guide me. See, expressing his doubt at the same time, not doubting the Guru's teaching and also wanting the ability to be able to understand, accept what Guru said. This is called Shraddha. So here he is asking question with an interest and idea of understanding it, not to reject. So he is giving more weightage and value to the teachings of the Guru than his own direct personal continuous experiences. His experiences are the world is real. What Guru says is world is mithya. See, that non-insistence on our experiences is called as surrender. And wanting to know the standpoint from which what Guru is saying, whatever he is saying, is called as Shraddha and Jijnasa. Shraddha is he cannot go wrong. Guru. Very sublime things they are. No, they won't just like that happen. Again, with the Guru Krupa only we understand Guru. With Daiva Krupa only we understand Daiva. With Shastra Krupa only we understand the Shastra. Maybe all that way, in a very sublime way, tuned to all these three without any ego biasness. Paramatma, Guru and Shastra. In whose interest and benefit? It is in our interest and benefit. That the ignorant intellect gets settled with the knowledge, the doubting tamas, the mind, gets removed with the clear understanding about what is real, what is unreal. Right? So, what was Sri Narayana? Beautiful way of Sri Vaashishtha ji saying, if you refer to these mantras in the 67th onward shloka, Ayam Akasha Bhutadi Rupoham Cheti Lakshitaha Jagat Shabdasya Namartaha Nanu Nastyeva Kaschana. Ayam Akasha Bhutadi. है ना, आकाश से लेकर भूमि तक पंचमहाभूता and the all rupas made out of them. It is all called drishya. And aham chaiti, the drashta, lakshita. In these two ways, the jagat is described. So, this jagat shabdasya nama and artha. Artha means object, nama the name given to him. Nanu nasti eva question. Nanu indeed, from the absolute standpoint, not there only. You know, like from the standpoint of the water, neither the forms are there nor when the forms are not there, names are valid. Called as the bubbles, called as the foam, or the froth, or the ripples, or the waves, or the tides, or the breakers. Their name, their form, Both are nullified void in the pure water. Water is always there. When these forms we are seeing, these names we are giving. See, that ability to grasp what is said here is called Vedantic maturity, Vedantic blessedness, spiritual blessedness. The whole, this text and all Upanishads, all Vedanta talk about this only. And their only effort struggle is to make us realize the self or the truth or the reality. Thereafter, you will know correctly the position of what you are saying. And never ever the Vedanta has any quarrel or fighting with the Kalpita Dvaita Jagat. Because the Vedanta and Vedantin is not a fool to fight with the projected imaginary duality. Do I hate the snake projected? When it is projected, how can you hate or like it? Both are invalid there. Vedanta never comes here to fight with the Dvaita. It only talks to us the Advaita Tattva. That's it. That also because we are bound not by the Advaita Tattva, but only by the Dvaita projected. Tattva is Advaita, projected is Dvaita. Tattva is Ekamevadvam Brahma, Atattva, and Advaita is the whole world of multiplicity. Right, now we continued. Yadidam drishyate kinchit drishyajatam purogatam. All the drishyam which is seen, which is in front of us, Parabrahmaiva tat sarvam. See, that is Parabrahma only. Which Parabrahma? Ajara, Amara, Avyaya. Ajanma, you can add it. Janma, Jara, Avyaya, Mruti, Rahita. Parabrahma only what you are saying. Again, yesterday we told you the explanation. We see the ornaments, the jnanis see the gold. We see the waves, etc. The jnani sees the water. We see the Rupanama Jagat, they see the Brahman. Where the jnani sees Brahman, there the Ajnani, you and I, are seeing projected Advaita Jagat. Same way, wherever the projected Dvaita Jagat you and I are seeing, there the Jnani sees Brahman. The difference is in the seeing, drishti, because of the Jnana and Ajnana. Ajnana, Brahma, Moha, drishti, and Jnana, drishti. And you have to agree, unbiased way, to the fact that can the pots exist without the mud? You have to think about it. Then among these two, mud and pot, which is reality? Ever the mud only reality, which is there in the nook and corner of the pot. Pot के ऊपर भी नीचे भी बाएं दाएं अंदर बाहर. So too for the entire universe, outside, inside, left side, right side, east, west, north, south, everywhere, what is permeating is the truth only. That alone is reality. The power of Maya, like the converting Christians. So cunningly, sweetly they talk that this fellow is a Brahmin from generations together. Suddenly doesn't know even that he is getting molded or changed. The best example for Mahamaya is the converting these fellows. This fellow Kaltak, he is doing Jai Sri Ram, Jai Sri Krishna and Gayatri Mantra, Yajnaveda. Some stupid fellow comes and tells him, Padri, anybody is less. Then next day he removes everything. See the Maya? Mahamaya, very funny. Power of it. As if you are helpless, you Hindus, Sanatan Dharma. We have to be very ruthless with regard to the Maya, which tries to hide the truth from us. So too with all these dangerous, cunning, cruel, crooked fellows. Anybody, whoever they are. Sanatan Dharma is so beautiful because we are seeing all that once in a while we talk because we Hindus have to know the glory of our. Otherwise, Hindus converted, no Shastras, no Guru, no Brahmajnana, no Tattvajnana. All this will be going away. It will never happen. The Paramatma is watching. Our God is very much there. That way it goes on sending the rishis, munis to teach Hinduism. Their God is never there. If he is there, he will not allow them to do that wrong thing. If he is allowing them to do that wrong thing of conversion, then he himself is wrong. The one who is wrong cannot be God. If their God is there, he should go into the hearts of all those stupid fellows and tell, I also learned from Hinduism only, don't convert it. The mother from whom we are born, is there anybody who agrees if somebody is trying to kick her, harm her? Mother of all religions is Sanatana Dharma. Can anybody? I'm just telling how we have to use the funny logics for the funny people. And we, the Sanatana Dharmins, such a beautiful, glorious Guru Shastras, unbiased way, revealing the truth only. And when we talk, the truth, purely truth only when we talk. When we come to the empirical world, there also we have to be Shastra Rupena, logically, intelligently, we have to be strong to defend. Clear? Anyway, the example came and we just little bit elaborated only to say how this cunning Maya covers the Paramatma, projects the Dvaita, makes us feel the Dvaita is real by giving the temptations, like they give money, they give all the things. To convert, the Maya also gives the temporary pleasures, quick pleasures, easy pleasures, to convert us into a Dvaita Samsara. Very vichitra. So this terrible Maya, you have to recognize and we have to guard ourselves. So, Parabrahmaiva Tatsarvam Ajaramaram Avyam. Because Purne Purnam Prasarati Shante Shantam Vyavasthitam Vyomani Eva Uditam Vyoma. Therefore, Brahmani Brahma Tishtuti. So here Purna Shanta Vyomavat Brahma Ekameva Dvayam. That stands explained. Okay. Na drishyamasti sadrupam. Finally is this. The drishya which you see is not sat. Nat drashta. There is no seer real. Only corresponding. Nacha darshanam. Therefore the seeing. Like from the waking plane standpoint, is the dream real? No. Then is the dreamer real? No. Then dreamer experiencing the dream world? Wo bhi unreal. Same way, from the absolute truth standpoint, the waking may whatever we are there as drashta, the jagat in front as drishya, and our darshanam of it. Followed by our attraction, our ragadvesha, our variety of funny behaviors of not only papa, even punya. Every one of them are invalid in the absolute truth. And na shunyam, you can't call it as shunya sthiti, it's a purna sthiti. Na jadam, it is a chetana sthiti. You can't even call it as a chitta. Because if you say chitta, in a contrast to it, you have to talk about the jada achit also. Only to say that it is inexplicable even in the form of the chitta also. But chitta shabd we have to use to go near to that Paramatma because chit sthiti is nearer to Paramatma than the jada sthiti. We use that chit sthiti to reach to Paramatma. When you reach Paramatma, there is no chita chit bheda. And that which is there, you can't talk it in any language. It's an experience altogether. And what is there to talk when you are experiencing moksha? That is why those who realize the self, they experience the bliss of liberation. And what they talk is as if is a song only of no proper words or no proper meaning. For two reasons. There's no possibility of explaining that experience. Two, there's no need. Because you are in that bliss of moksha. There's no need, then there's no rhyme rhythm to be followed. कि ऐसा ही कहना है. There somebody dances, somebody cries, somebody sings, somebody rolls on the ground. Mukavat, unmatavat, jadavat, balavat. All these words are used for a Brahmagyan. because that state is inexplicable, incommunicable. But these words, Sat Chidananda, help us to near to that self. Okay, Shantameva idamatatam, that eternal peace and quiet truth reality alone is there everywhere. Shantameva idamatatam. Only that pure. Tesham Shanti Shashwati. Shantam Shivam Advayam. है ना चतुर्थम मध्यन्ते अन्मन्यन्ते सा आत्मा शांतमेव इदम आततम एवरदेश है ना शांतमेव इदम आततम पीस correct. Now listening to this Sri Ramaji's doubt and question. Very good, na? Sri Rama Uvacha, he says, Vandhya putrena pishtodrihi. A big mountain is powdered by the son of a Vandhya, barren woman. What you are telling me is appearing like this. Somebody powdering the mountain itself is important. And that word is Vandhyaputra. How can I can accept? Both ways. Vandhyaputra can never be seen and never him breaking the mountain is acceptable, powdering the mountain. So too, the opposite is Jagat is so solidly experienced. How can I deny? And the truth is not seen at all. How can I accept? Like that. Second, Shashasrungam Pragayati. Interesting, the horn of a hare itself is singing. First of all, a horn means pungi जो होती है ना वो अपने आप नहीं बजता है. Somebody should बजाओ. And here Shashasrungam Pragayati. Automatically the Shrunga itself is singing. And which Shrunga? Shashasrunga. The horn of a rabbit. Rabbit का horn ही नहीं होता और वो पुंगी अपने आप ही बज रहा है. You can talk like that. Horn of the rabbit अपना खुद पुंगी बजा रहा है. But it is unacceptable. Same way, you may say the whole world, what I am saying is unreal, but not acceptable to me because I am experiencing it. It's winter, I am feeling cold. For a month, 3 months after, I will feel the heat. Just now I had a cup of tea or coffee, it was sweet. Then in the class or after the class, I am going to have namkeen, shamkeen in Punjabi Bhasha. Vakode, vakode, namkeen, shamkeen, chai bhai, biscuit, biscuit. And they give why and biscuit and shamkin, not chai biscuit. This is reality and that is superimposed. I am experiencing it, sir. How do you deny it? See, Sri Rama is talking what you and I talk. And this is to a dreamer when you tell this dream experience which you are having is delusion, projected. The reality is there is something called waking. The dreamer will never believe. He says, Chalo, let us both of us jump into water. See, we'll drown or not. He will drown, not the fellow, because he knows swimming. He will not accept until and unless something happens and he wakes up. In dream, something happens to wake us up to waking level. But in waking plane, something we have to make it to happen to wake up to the reality. That's called as the Shastra Shravana Adhyana Ityadi. That's why in dream there is never Guru, there is never Shastra to teach to us, making plain to the reality by itself. Therefore, we need the Guru, we need Satsang, we need Shastra, Shravana, Manana, Chintana, then only we wake. That's why they are widely spread. We have to make use of it. Okay. Now, third example, Prasarya Bhuja Sampatam Shila Nrutyati Tandavam. A stone. It is dead inert. Its movement itself is non-acceptable. Now you say it is spreading out its huge vast hands, shoulders and doing the Tandava Nritya like Lord Shiva. पत्थर का हिलना ही अनएक्सेप्टेबल है और वो तांडव कर रहा है. हाउ टू एक्सेप्ट? So what you are saying, O Guru, this drishya, the drashta, the darshanam is asat, is as unacceptable to me as this is. मतलब ये सेइंग, मैं कहता हूँ गुरु महाराज आपको, ये पत्थर हिल रहा है, पत्थर डांस कर रहा है, पत्थर नृत्य कर रहा है, शिव तांडव, डू यू एक्सेप्ट? यू विल से नो पागल हो, ऐसे कैसे होगा? मैं वही कह रहा हूँ, मैं पागल नहीं कहूंगा आपको, लेकिन गुरु महाराज, इट इज इक्वली नॉन एक्सेप्टेबल टू मी. बट मीन्स व्हाट? Sri Rama is representing a Parama Ajnani Moodha Nastika who believes the world alone as real, absolutely real, not at all the truth. So this Yoga Asma Ramana lifts such ignorant person, what you call that, rank ignorant person of accepting the dualistic world only as real, lifts him to the level of realizing the reality. That's the glory of this Shastra, these teachings. Not by converting, not by compelling, by giving all Shruti Pramana, Yukti, Upamana, Kathanika, and giving full freedom after this. बेटा इन सबको सुन के सोच के तुम ही समझो, फिर ये साधनाएं करके तुम खुद ही उस स्थिति पे पहुंचो, मर्जी तुम्हारी. You don't want to do, remain this as real, you get whatever you want there, you get it. Isn't it? If you want the liberation moksha, it's found only in the self. Self is obtained, understood like this. And there's no sentiments here, there's no emotions, there's no biasness, there's no blackmail, there's no any sort of, religious sentiments, guru sentiments, avatara sentiment. No, no, no. When the truth is spoken, truth stands on its own feet. It doesn't need sahara of anything, support of anything. So we are taking the pure truth. Good. Take your time. If not now, after 20, 30 lives, some chalana may come in you too. Start unbiasedly contemplating. At that time, you will be able to understand. No hurry. It happened to me too. Me also, 20, 30 lives, made all my gurus struggle so much. That's out of so much kindness, compassion. They were going on teaching me, but I was biased, reject. Out of the 20 lives, again, by their grace and miracle only, the transformation happened. Then I started thinking in an unbiased, positive way. Then I understood the reality. I practiced the reality. I realized reality. Now I am in the reality. From there only I am speaking like that. The next one, Sravanti Sikataha Tailam. So 2 liters of oil is brought. कहाँ से लाए? No, it was leaking out from that sand. और the sand I put in that vessel motor and मैंने घुमाया और उसमें से तेल निकला. Do you agree? Sikata, Saikata say, Sikata means silicon. That silicon English word comes from the Sikata, the Sanskrit word only. From the silicon, how can you find the oil? To Sravanti Tailam Sikataha. Then Patanti Upalaputrikaha. So, the Upalaputrika, the Putrika is Putula, the doll made out of stone, or the some human picture carved out on a stone. And she is Patanti, means she is reading out something, talking something, singing something, saying something. How can it say? Then Garjanti Chitra Jaladaha. The clouds that are there in a painting, Chitra, Garjanti, they are thunderous sound they are making. दो बादल टकराया, इतना घमासान साउंड आया, मैं डर गया. मैं तो सडनली दैट साउंड ऑफ थंडर्स, हो दिल में ढम 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 होता है. I really felt it so. अच्छा, where are the clouds? देखो in that picture, in that wall hanging or in the wall painting. Those clouds टक्करड and gave such a thunderous sound. Do you believe that, sir? See, Ramji's intelligence of giving so many examples, because Vasishtha promised that I'll teach you through examples. He also says, maybe you have a problem, through example only I'll tell you. Good disciple, no? Very cute. When he gives a lot of examples, like Vandya Putra and all of that, and his own Vedanta like Rajju Sarpa, He also gives his examples. And these things you don't find in any Upanishads. Did you find Upalaputrika, Chitramega Garjanam? Like these, hundreds are going to come in next 28, 29,000 slokas, which we are going to relentlessly study. Beautiful examples. So, Garjanti Chitra Jala Iti Iva Idam Vachaha Prabho. Iti Iva means like these are your words, Ho Prabho, Ho Guru, Ho. Unacceptable to me. Then my question is like this: Jara Marana Dukkha Adi. I am seeing in front of my own eyes. The people are becoming old, trees are becoming old, animals are becoming old, and dying also. And then I am seeing people suffering dukkha because of Jara Marana and even otherwise other dukkhas. I also went through dukkha so many times. Experienced that dukkha. Then how can you deny the dukkha anubhuti and dukkha karaka and dukhi? And Shaila Akashamayam Jagat. See the Akasha, see the Shila, the mountain. Nasti idam, nasti iti kimidam nama. It is not at all there. What do you mean? Kimidam nama means what do you mean? इसका मतलब क्या है? ऐसा कैसा हो सकता है? भवतापि मम उच्यते. By you that is being told me. If somebody else says, I can say, okay, they doesn't know. You are Mahaguru, Mahagnani. By you I am told that I am experiencing Janma Jara Roga Marana and Dukkha of the people. I am seeing it. आकाश शिला सब देख रहे हैं. ये कुछ है ही नहीं आप बोल रहे हो. वो भी आप. हाँ गुरु, what is it? Then little bit he came out of that uh, a sense of disagreeability with the guru. He came out. है ना, कभी कभी ना हमको हम बात समझ में नहीं आता तो बोलने वाले पागल हम समझते. देन समझने के बाद बात, देन वी अंडरस्टैंड ही इज राइट, वी आर पागल. लाइक एवरी यूथ थिंक्स हिज फादर इज पागल till he himself becomes father and his son says you are pagal, then he knows that yes, my father was right, I was pagal. Father only came in the form of this fellow proving that I am pagal. So he just reconciled. Then he says in a sweet words, Yatha idam nastitam vishwam. Yatha means from what standpoint, with what logic. This stitam nastitam, this jagat is not stitam, is not real. Vishwam na utpannam, not born, na cha vidyate, not existing. Which you told just now. Tatha kathayame. In what way I have to think, contemplate, and understand what you are saying. Well, you don't say wrong. Tatha kathayame brahman. Yena etat nishchitam bhavet. What sort of example, logics, contemplations, inquiries I have to do to come to the nishchaya to which you have come. And I will explain now. In Gita also, Bhagavan Krishna prahasan iva, smilingly speaking. Smile is sign of wisdom. So Vaashishtha ji is so vehemently, strongly saying that strong way of saying is the sign of wisdom. So it is your knowledge, your experience. How I also can come to that nishchaya, that the Brahman alone is real, all that is seen is kalpit. So, etat nischinna bhavet tatha kathayame brahman. So, yatha idam na stitam vishwam na utpannam na cha vidyate tatha kathayame brahman yena etat nishchitam bhavet. See the power of that question, especially the last sentence. How I can firmly come to the nishchaya, conviction that what everything I am experiencing, seeing is unreal. Do you understand the essence of this Yoga Vaashishtha Ramayana, expanded Yoga Vaashishtha, we see in Mandukya Upanishad. What is said in Mandukya Upanishad in Vaithatya and Advaita Prakaranas 2 and 3 is elaborately being told to us by Vaashishtha ji here. Therefore, the Smriti Grantha, this is Smriti Grantha, and Shruti Mata, they go together. And in Bhagavata, the Purana, we have seen how much of Vedanta is taught, even in Skanda Purana, itni baar aaya hai. So Purana also matches with what Vedanta or Shruti Mata says about Paramatman alone is real. In the इतिहासों में भी हमको दिखता है. Shruti Smriti Purana Itihasa Santavang have Ekavakyata that Brahman alone is real, Jagat is Mithya, realize the real Brahman, come out of the bondage. Now to this, what Vasishtha ji says, let us attentively listen. Shri Vasishtha Uvacha. Vasishtha ji. You know, there's Ghamasana Yuddha between the Guru's higher intellect to teach and the disciples' lower mind not to accept, not wanting to accept. It's a very Ghamasa. It's a healthy fight. And the disciples' mind is not fighting to reject, but expressing its inability to understand. And the Guru's intellect is not fighting to eliminate the disciples' mind, to set it right for right understanding. Mahayuddha. And together they win because they are honest. They are pursuing the truth, no, not untruth. Because of the famous quotation of Upanishad, Satyameva Jayate, both are pursuing the truth only, the eternal only, the Satya only. इसलिए उनको जीतना ही पड़ेगा. बहुत सुंदर बात है. Feel that. Like you and I are every day studying Upanishads, morning, evening. हमको भगवान गुरु शास्त्र अनुग्रह करेंगे ही. It may be delayed because of our otherwise mischiefs throughout the day. But if you consistently hold on to it, even at the 10,000 lives के बाद we will understand. If you hold on to it. If you leave it any time, 9,999 lives के बाद भी, then we are gone. Like somebody saving somebody with helicopter who is drowning in the river and ocean. तो पूरा हेलीकॉप्टर तक ऊपर तक गया बंदा, इवन वहां भी छोड़ दिया तो गिर जाएगा ना. यू कांट से भाई मैं तो 90 फीट तो पकड़ लिया था, अभी 3-4 फीट ही थे, तो 3-4 फीट पे भी छोड़ो तो भी तुम फिर गिर जाओगे. So consistent, if you don't give up the pursuit through Shastra Adhyanam, you will succeed because you are pursuing Satya. And the other way also. You pursue for million lives the Asat Jagat, for moksha or for sukha, you will successfully fail. You will be happily becoming miserable. You will be a bankrupt with everything around. You are lonely with everybody around because that is untruth. When Satyameva Jayate, then Asatyam Parajayam Prapnoti eva. When the truth triumphs, the untruth has to lose. Good now? Sri Vasishtha Uvacha, listen. Na sammanvitavag asmi shrunu raghava katyate yatha idam asada bhati vandhya putraiva ravi idamadavanutpannam sargadau tena nastyalam idam himanaso bhati swapnadau pattanam yatha. So, Sri Vasishtha ji, na asamritavag asmi. Samyak anvita means properly conveyed, truth conveyed, logically conveyed. So na asamanvita vagas. Matlab, I am not talking illogic. I am not talking jhoot. I am not talking something to cheat you. Mostly, I am not talking the impossible, as you gave in your examples. That the Vandhyaputra is powdering the mountain. Vandhyaputrena adrihi pishtaha. Pishtaha means pounding, powdered. ना असमन्वित वाक नहीं हूं मैं भैया. आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अनट्रुथ. When Rama gave these 5 examples, no, है ना, वंद्यापुत्र शशशृंगा, then शिलानृत्यम स्रवंति सिकता तैलम उपलपुत्रिका पठन्ति चित्रजला गच्छन्ति. 6 examples. Vasishtha felt little, he has given so many examples. That means this fellow is thinking that I am talking asamanvita, means illogical, non-acceptable, untruth. ना 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 ना, असमन्वित वाग नहीं हूं मैं, ना असमन्वित वाग अस्मि. I'm not just telling out of hat or out of some ignorance or out of some cheating you, deluding you. No, 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 no. Shunu Raghava Katyate. To listen to me slowly, I'll develop the topic. I'll start to talk the truth in the beginning only. Then I will develop it. So that you can hold on to that and see whether finally through all exam logics I am able to convince you or not. Rather, you are able to get convinced or not. So ना असमन्वित वागस्मि, मैं ऐसे झूठ मूठ बोलने वाला नहीं हूं. हे राघव शृणु कथ्यते. Now listen, it is told. So Shundraya kathayami. Bhagavan is not saying kathyate. Kathaya means I am telling. Then the ego comes. Kathyate means it is told, the passive voice. तो आपको बोला जाएगा, आप सुनिए. मैं बोलूंगा नहीं कहा इधर. सुन राघव कथ्यते, obviously third person Maya. Now listen, it will be told by me. When it is passive voice, I am secondary. What is told is primary. So na asammanvita vagasmi. Sunu he Raghava kathyate. Now listen. Yatha idam asat abhati. You know, Vandhyaputra iva aravi. You know, the entire world is asat only, like the Vandhyaputra. From the Surya onwards, everything else is. Actually, it is like the Vandhyaputra only. So, yatha idam asat abhati Vandhyaputra iva aravi. Means, like the Vandhyaputra, it's the word, corresponding person is not there. So too, through the upadhis out of Maya you are seeing, but in reality it is not there. So, how then, what I am seeing then, you have to answer that na, idam, this one, right, you are now projected and seeing that projected things. Idam adav anutpannam, sarga adav, in the beginning, idam anutpannam. It was not born or created only. Tena na asti alam. Therefore, really it is not there. Then how is it being seen? This is what a crucial topic which from last 7-8 days we are listening in this very sarga. He, idam he, this he is verily, manasaha bhati. The whole world of idam in the Jagrat is bhati, is perceived, seen, projected, given reality, related, and lots of sankalpas done, and more lot of funny things are done. The results are gained, experience is gained. All of that is manasaha bhati. This is one thing, if you understand, I tell you, you will no more quarrel or fight with the world. That entire misery goes away. As we gave you example yesterday. So he is my son, it is a thought. He should listen to me is a thought. Then I order him is a thought. He will disobey it, it is a thought. Then I become miserable is a thought. Then I become angry is a thought. Then I punish him is a thought. Then he reacts is a thought. He leaves and goes, it's a thought. Everything is mana. Because none of these nonsense are there when you sleep, where there is no mind. In the sleep, is there a son? In sleep, you are not a father also. Then there is no son. There is no then you want him to improve. There is no you are teaching him. There is no disobedience. There is no anger. There is no punishing him. Is that there? But जब उठ जाता है ना, जागृत में आते ही सब कुछ. Anything we do in Jagrata Avastha is not there in Nidra Avastha. And in Nidra Avastha there is no mind. In Jagrat there is mind. Therefore, where is everything? Today's common sense thought also same. Second one, objectify the mind. Know that everything is in the mind. Therefore, never mind. Then maintain the purpose that I have to know the reality. Withdraw from the world. Involve only when it's required. Otherwise, pursue your truth. These 5 things we studied today. I think, I believe, I remember. Yaad hai Baba? So, idam hi manasaha bhati. The whole idam is. Swapnado pattanam yatha. In the swapna, in the Gandharva pattana, in a Manah Kalpana, the whole pattanam you see. Pattana means an active dynamic town. You can see an active dynamic town in the dream. Simple it is, like a country like Japan or China. See the wonders that are created. 10 minutes in some YouTube. Then you sleep. You will see all of that in your dream. But that is not there. In the same way, some group of individuals in China or Japan dreamt that the city should be like it. Then with all the materials available, they constructed it. Even having constructed and even solidly experienced, still it is a dream only. Means only mano kalpana only, not reality. है ना? If it is reality, एक भूकंप के झटके से all of that, then how is it breaking? Reality should not break, no? Either भूकंप का झटका हो या बमबारी हो जाए या floods हो जाए, or the whole country people become pagal and they themselves throw the bombs and break their own buildings. Ways can be kuch bhi, but then the whole city can break or not. If reality, it should not break. If it breaks, it's not real. At least the pralay kaal mein to sab zero ho jayega na. How can it become zero if it is real? This is what is powerful logic. In the beginning days, outrightly we reject it. But when we are kind to ourselves, have faith in Shastra, therefore keep on listening it for 10 to 12 years, then we start accepting it. That rejecting mind goes. What required in between is purify the heart through removing all the kamakrodha vikara, removing the bahirmukhata a little bit. तब जाकर वो intuitive, powerful intellect will awaken, and it will start accepting. Till that time, the Guru waits. Guru knows. Somehow that जादू की काम होनी चाहिए, तब तक ये बंदा स्वीकार नहीं करेगा, लेकिन मैं कहता ही जाऊंगा. And Guru also pinpointedly will not say, when will it happen? Disciple also doesn't know. पता नहीं कैसा हो गया. I started believing now. And I'm doing sadhana. And I'm really seeing the facts as they are. मजा आता है वो वाला जिंदगी. जबरदस्त. It's everything. Like when the swimming teacher teaching the swimming, exactly at what point the disciple will learn it, he doesn't know. A disciple also cannot pinpointedly say. It just happens that he is able to manage. A cycling सीखने वाला. At what time the teaching can be imparted, the Guru can't say. साइकिल सिखा रहा है बच्चे को, बच्चे भी पता नहीं कह सकता कि इस समय मैंने सीख लिया कार ड्राइविंग. These are all momentous, they are called. Just it happens. When the tuning is done, it just happens. That moment, sacred most moment, we are struggling to reach to through all this study of Shastra. So, idam hi manasah bhati swapnado pattanam yatha. Swapna itself, like the town, the dynamic town, the whole thing is in the mind. Examples are given. We have to become little subtle, calm, quiet to grasp it. सुबह उठते ही मन, परंतु मन में से ही कहाँ जाना है, क्या करना है, क्या पाना है, सारे मन से ही पहले निकल रहे. जब हो रहे हैं तब भी मन ही में हो रहे. I just take the coffee. The thought is in the mind. Milk is in the refrigerator. It is in the mind. The thought. It has to be heated. That also thought. Put that powder, coffee powder or any chini vini dalo. Where is it all? You sip it. That the taste of the coffee, the hot heat of it, the taste of it. It's not happening in the tongue. It's happening in the mind only. If it happens in the tongue, tongue काट के लाओ, चाय पिलाओ उसको. The tongue should say कि मजा आया करके. Isn't it the love, hatred, that vengeance, all of them are manokalpita. And in today's Mandukya Upanishad is same topic. The next question will be asked by disciple. If everything is manokalpita, then there are two things, mana and Brahman. This is what the question disciple will ask. Guru says no. Even the mana also is kalpita on Brahman, which we already saw in the first two sargas of this very Utpatthi Prakarnam. The Parabrahma Tattva Kalpita is Brahma Deva. He himself also is mind. And that mind Kalpita is the entire Jagat. Jagat is Brahma Kalpita, Brahma is Parabrahma Kalpita. Jagat is Mano Kalpita, Mana is Maya Kalpita. Maya is that Anirvachaniya Shakti inseparable of Paramatma. No, इतना समझकर एक चीज मत बोलना कि our goal is not to understand these things. These are all to satisfy or pacify the questioning intellect. Our goal is to recognize that infinite reality. In that there is moksha. There is no moksha even if you get answer in all these things. इन सब क्वेश्चन का आंसर मिलने से आपको मोक्ष नहीं मिलता. मोक्ष तो आत्मा अनुभव से मिलता है. That is also again Maya, that we try to understand Maya and get lost in Maya. Just like we try to understand people, we try to help them, we try to love them, we try to serve them. In the beginning days, when we are overpowered by our own ego, selfishness, all these nautanki allowed. Later on, there is no better bakwas and bewakufi than helping others. Because there is nobody other than me. Whom you help, Murak? बट वन पीपल व्हेन दे आर टोल्ड सेवा करो, अब उसमें इतने फंस जाते हैं. अब गुरु वैसे आते ही नहीं तत्व सुनने को. पता नहीं 1 साल से नहीं दिख रहा. गुरु महाराज आपने कहा ना सेवा करने को, अब मैं गया. अरे यार, दैट्स टू कम आउट ऑफ योर ईगो, नॉट टू गेट लॉस्ट इन इट. विच वर्ल्ड यू विल सर्व व्हेन देयर इज नो वर्ल्ड अदर देन यू? हैव यू रियलाइज्ड इट फर्स्ट? First realize it. Then let us see the totality what it wants to express to us. This Upadhi. माया कैसे फंसाती है ना, वो पता ही नहीं चलता. This is also Maya, talking every day on Shastra. And nobody is interested to listen. And tell them some magic, some entertainment, they will come in good number. It's also that also Maya, this also. But in Spikana, we are touching Paramatma. That's only added benefit, exclusive benefit in our Shastra Adhyana. With all its Maya, we are touching Paramatma, we are reminding ourselves of Paramatma. When we reach to a level of touching Paramatma without the class, then we leave the classes. You can live right now. समझिए, आपके क्लास के बिना ही मैं परमात्मा का स्मरण चिंतन ध्यान कर सकता हूँ. योर वर्क इज डन, छुट्टी फॉर यू फ्रॉम टुमारो. बट मेरे से नहीं होता, इसलिए मैं क्लास करूंगा. नो, सेम थिंग. अरे वाह, व्हाट वाज सेड राइट देयर मांडुक्यकारा हियर आल्सो सेड. नेक्स्ट श्लोक में वशिष्ठ जी, मन एव च सर्गादौ अनुत्पन्नम असद्वपुः. Sarga means before the first creation happened, Mana itself also is Anutpannam, unborn, Asat, non-existing one. Tad eva Shunu Vakshyami. That is what throughout this Utpatthi Prakarana I am going to tell you. Listen. Yata eva manubhuyate. In the way you experience that self, which is beyond the creation, therefore beyond the mind. Or which is beyond the mind, therefore beyond the creation, means the Jagat. Jagat ko Vedantic should not say creation, appearance, manifestation. Okay. Mano drusyamayam dosham tanotimam kshayatmakam asadeva sadakaram swapnah swapnantaram yatha. Manaha, this manaha, drusyamayam dosham. Mana create that mistake. What is the dosha mistake created by the mind? Drusyamayam. Just the seen world is projected by the mind. And tanoti. And once it starts creating, it goes on expanding it. Once it starts projecting, it starts going on expanding it. And kshayatmakam. Both the projected world and the mind, both are kshayatmakaha, perishable. And asadeva. Neither the mind is sat, nor the world projected by the mind is sat. Asadeva sat akaram. What really appears in an akara, which mesmerizes to take it as sat. Just like स्वप्नः, स्वप्न अंतरम यथा. अब एक चीज आप पकड़ लो बाबा, meditating on dream. Swapna antaram, when you are in the swapna, how the swapna world appears to be so real. Sadakaram. But when you wake up, asadeva. Before you went into the dream also, it was asadeva. When you come out, it was asad. In between, it is just projected and sadeva. And who is projecting the dream? Again, the mind only. From that vasanas, the mind only projecting. Remember, the non-existing, never existing world, but taken as real, solid. There are friends and enemies in Swapna. You get that joy and misery from both of them. There's a great sweet you enjoy in Swapna, and also very pungent thing, and the tears in the eyes come. In Swapna, no, there's an accident, there's landsliding, there's bhukampa, anything else. सब सारा इतना सत्य लगता है। ऐसे में दलदल में फंस रहा था, किसी ने हाथ दिया, मैंने उसको भी खींच लिया, फिर क्या हुआ, मैं उठ गया, उसका क्या हो गया, पता नहीं, डूब गया। But why did you pull him down into the daldal when he was helping you? No, he was 60 kg, I was 260 kg. That is why the moral of the story is, when you have to help a fellow who is drowning in water, first ask what is his weight. If he is motivated, don't try to help him. Moti in Hindi and weighted in English. So you will also be down. So heavy experience will come in dream. Anna, in dream you can have this experience that you are giving lecture and I am listening, and you can celebrate it. Then in dream I will also will sleep like you are sleeping in my class to make you miserable. Anna, I will also be irregular. I will give 2000 excuses for not coming to class. Isn't it? And who taught me how to give excuses in dream? You only taught me in the waking plane. I noted all of that. Isn't it? Even if you want to be a guru and make the guru disciple, and you should listen properly, in the waking plane, you should listen properly to him without bunking classes. Otherwise, you will know in dream how much he is miserable in waking because of your excuses and absence in the class. Anyway, so that swayam swairameva ashu sankalpayati dehakam. Swayam by itself, swairam by its own free will, ashu instantly sankalpayati projects dehakam on the grossness. Tena, by that, yam indrajala srihi vitatena vitandati. Tena vititena yam indrajala srihi vitandati. The rich indrajala, the magic, by this mind is projected, like in dream, in the waking also. And this mind alone, spurati. उन्हीं का ही स्फुरना होता है। वलगति, that alone, वलगति, it is one wandering. Then gachati, goes to different lokas. Yachati, asks or begs. Brahmati, again it घूमता जाता है. Majjati, as I gave you the example, Majjati, drowns, and Samharati, kills or gets killed. Then aparatam upayati api. It itself is going to the lower yonis or upayati to the higher worlds for moksha. Kevalam chalati, chanchala shakti taya, with its own chanchala shakti. All that is done by whom? Mana only. Like in the dream. Exactly. Only the stulata is the only thing that separates the waking and dream. But it makes no difference as regard the main reasoning and logic concerned, that whether it is Jagrat or Swapna, it is all Mana only. So what if it is Stula, but it is also Mana projection only? Just because it is Stula, it doesn't deny the fact that even the Jagrat also Mana Kalpana Eva. हाँ, वही मन का शक्ति है, वही मन जो सूक्ष्म जगत को निर्माण किया स्वप्न में, वही अपने कैपेसिटी से स्थूल को भी निर्माण कर रहा है ना? इन ड्रीम both are sukshma, the dreamer dreams. In waking plane, the jagat is sthula, our indriyas are also sthula. But instead of saying why this is, accept that this is how also the mind projects. Fact is, the mind can project sthula and sukshma, full stop. It has projected. As the waking is real in comparison to the dream, but dream was real in the dream when we were, so too the waking appears to be real when we are here and not yet awakened to the reality. When we awaken to the reality, the waking will be dream. Remember, dream is dream one, waking is dream two, and awakening to the reality is waking, or awakening to the reality is waking one. Then the waking plane is waking to, the dream is dream. So from the dream we have to wake up to this dream, and from this dream you have to wake up to the higher reality. And that's not dream, the Supreme Self. Then this same thing, 3 to 5 minutes, I'll talk again. Then we take up or we chant only the next Sarga. Then we browse through this for 5 6 minutes. Then in this fifth Sarga, the truth, the Paramatma, the reality, the primordial, the God, the Self, the Brahman, the Atman, which we use so many words, which is there before creation, it is being explained. Both Swarupa Tadastha Lakshanena, the whole chapter is that. छोटा ही चैप्टर है, only 24 श्लोक, maybe 2.5 3 days we can go through it and study, मजा आएगा. So these two are the things which will be elaborately explained. One, the Jagrat Jagat is Mithya, the Dvaita, which was said so far up to fourth Sarga. Two, the reality in all its nature, which is said in fifth Sarga. These two will be taught to us throughout this Utpatthi Prakarana. And only when we awaken to that truth and understand everything other than it as untruth, that we are relaxed. That relaxation is called moksha. Otherwise, we are always tensed. The tension is called samsara. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. Before that, Om इत्याशे श्री वासिष्ठ महारामायणे वाल्मीकि उत्पत्ति प्रकरणे उत्पत्ति प्रकरणार्थ कल्पनम नाम चतुर्थ सर्ग. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. ओम श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, वशिष्ठ भगवान की जय. योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्र की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज के आनंद की जय. पार्वती महादेव. बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान. दासरथ तन्नो राम प्रचोदयात्. Fantastic friends, thank you. Right, join for our 20th text in Hindi of Adi Shankar Bhagwan.